Hi, welcome back to the Hyrox Workouts channel. It's Steve and Francesca, and today we're going to talk about how tough is Hyrox and what else?
Who Hyrox is for.
Yeah, anything else?
And why the hell would you do it?
That's like a quiz, you passed, well done.
Is it that?
So let's say, how tough did you find Hyrox the first time you did it?
Horrendous.
What?
It was so difficult.
You found it way easier than me.
So...
The first time?
The first time I didn't find it way easier than you. It didn't affect me as much as you did. It affected you the first time, did it? You were laid out on the floor.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that bad, but the second time was worse for me.
Yeah, I'm not dramatic, but after that first time doing it, I honestly was thinking, who on earth would do this more than once? This is stupid. And then within 15 minutes, I booked our next one. It's like, yeah, we're doing another one.
And how we could improve. All the way home, we were going, right, if only we could just run a bit faster and let's practice on our runs a bit more. And if only, and then by then you'd have done a run developer course and an engine builder one or something. You built on those, didn't you? Because you knew from doing one what we needed to improve on.
Yeah.
Because our running isn't great, but we're strong. Definitely got the strength.
Yeah, so that's what brings back, how tough is it? It's as tough as you want to make it, isn't it?
Depends how competitive you are.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say, I don't think anyone goes through it gently.
No, but people will walk bits,
some people enjoy it.
People will slow things up, you can take your time. For most people though, it is tough.
Yeah,
it's designed so anybody can do it and anybody can get through it, which you can.
Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it?
It's definitely a challenge. And that's why people do it and that's why people enjoy it.
So when I first got told that Steve wants us to do Hyrox, I said there is no way on this earth I'll be doing that when I saw how many runs and what other things you had. The burpee broad jumps put me off. And then actually we just tried a few bits and I built my confidence and then thought, you know what, I'm going to practice running. So we did, we went for it. And we are getting better. So we are literally building on our endurance, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll get better race to race like most people try to. The courses are normally different when you do them, so you can't always get a best time and you don't always PB everything.
No.
But that's what makes Hyrox so good. You do the race, well, one, the race gives you a reason to really train.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? How much do we up our training once we've actually booked a race and gone, right, we're doing this now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, right, we need to get better at this, this and this.
Yeah, and also trying to fit it in around our busy lives as well. For me as well, working in an office, sat on my bum all day, it's been a challenge, to be honest. So it's actually refreshing that I'm doing something like this, especially when I've got a team and that I'm telling them I'm off to training now or I won't be in at this certain time because I've dedicated to myself to training and I've actually enjoyed doing that bit. It gives me a bit of a focus as well. It's actually improved my work life probably.
It definitely gives you a focus for training and then you then have to do sort of, like anything, if you want to do better at something, you need to prioritise it a bit and make time to do it.
Yeah, which we have.
But when we first started doing this, it was just add a little bit of stuff in,
and then we've increased.
Do your weights, do a bit of everything. That's why when I did the Hyrox beginner's guide, that was basically building somebody up to be able to do it like we did when we'd come from the background of just lifting weights to then go in, right, now we need to run, now we need to push a sled, now we need to do this, jumping around doing burpees, thinking, what on earth?
What on earth? I know, and I'm actually doing the pro weights, which I'm so glad I am. I've not gone on to the women's now. I thought back at the beginning, I was like, why am I doing mixed doubles? I wish I could do women's, but now I'm glad I've done the heavier. You're
not tempted to do a women's individual one? Now you've done
I'm tempted, but I don't know if I'd enjoy it much as a mixed double, as a doubles. I have that rest. I did 70% of the pro weight yesterday, didn't I? And actually, it was hard. I did it about an hour and 70% of the simulation.
But if you trained for that, then it'd be different, wouldn't it?
I know, that's another video.
Yeah. So, how tough is it? How hard we pushed ourselves? Really tough. If you're going to push yourself hard, it's really tough.
Let me show them quickly. Look, I was going to show that. Look at the red. So this is when I nearly keeled over and died during it because I was in the red. But when I did it, I didn't have a My Zone app, I don't think, for the very first one, which is crazy when I think about it. Or it wasn't set up right, was it? No, it wasn't set up right. So I can't show you the one that we did originally in January for Manchester. This was the London one in April. And my heart was, I think I was like hormonal. So I was overheated. This is all normal women's stuff. And Yeah, don't laugh, it's the truth.
No,
He's always laughing at me. And I was ill all the way through it, but I've still managed it. I mean, got a PB of like 3:30 off our time.
Yeah.
So we did it an hour and 16, where originally we did it like just under an hour and 20, did it an hour and 19 or something.
So that's how tough it can be when you're pushing yourself round through it.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it all the way around. I'm just in my head, but I'll get through it.
I quite enjoyed that one.
You did?
I found that one all right.
That's because you had 3 energy gels.
Winning.
I've never done it with energy gels. So I'm doing energy gels on our next one in Birmingham, aren't I? Because I've tried energy gels and my belly's handling them now.
Yeah, don't just try something new for a race. Try it in your training beforehand.
Which I am doing. And
make sure you're all right with it. Never do anything new on race day that you don't normally do.
No.
It's not worth it.
I know, and any women that get nervous like me, like when time in the toilets and this, that, the other, actually, that was fine. Your body will just do what it needs to do before you go. So don't worry about that one.
Out of 10, how hard would you say it is?
10.
10. For how we push ourselves when we're doing it, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. So if you turn up and you're going to give it everything, it's going to be as hard as anything. If you're going to cruise through it a little bit, I would never want to do that though.
No, that's not in our nature, is it?
I'd find that boring.
Although we might have to cruise a little bit on this next one because you've been injured for a while. But that's the thing, you will find you probably get a few injuries here and there, a few niggles as your body's adapting to trying something new. Especially at the beginning for me, my back was hurting. Your body then gets used to it, and I would always recommend getting some physio and massages as a bit of self-care, because you have to invest in yourself, basically. That's my advice. Especially
if you're going to be pushing yourself.
Yeah.
And especially if it's a different style of training to what you've done. You have to be gradually build everything up. And
especially if you take it seriously like all those idiots. I bet there's so many people that just go steady and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that's great, actually. I wish I could, because there's something wrong with all this.
I find it boring. If we just turned up and took it steady, I'd find it boring.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to do that, then great. I think most people who are doing it, though, are going, right, I want to do the best I can do.
Yeah.
Or I want to try and beat my time from last time.
So come and talk to us if that's you. Not me, him, because he's the expert.
And
I'm just the accountant.
You're the beautiful assistant.
Yeah.
And who's it for? Anybody can do it. If you come from a running background, you're probably going to have a bit more of an advantage than if you don't. If you just come from a pure strength background, then you're going to have to up your running game.
Like we did.
Yeah, there's a lot of people coming from other sports into Hyrox and transitioning well, and it's growing and growing. There's also loads of people who are just completely new to training and just want to use it as something to give them a target for their training. So it can be done literally by anybody, but if you want to be good at it, then there's a lot of stuff you can train on to get better at.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
So if you're thinking of doing it, why would you do it?
You need a challenge. I've discovered that you can go through the motion through your training, and I needed this challenge. I used to train weights. I did boot camps before, but it was so easy just to go through the motions and not actually do anything about it. And my body's stronger for it now. I eat differently, and it's, just for the challenge, basically. And you don't have to go at it like a mental person like we do if you don't want to as well. You can just go just to say you've ticked it off.
Yeah, and the events are brilliant. I think once you've done one, like most people, you do one and you go, I want to do this again. Because it is so much fun and everybody's so supportive.
Yeah.
Hyrox community's amazing.
We've met good friends, haven't we?
It's been really good to do, really good people who do it, everybody's supportive. So if you are thinking of doing a Hyrox race,
comment below and tell us.
Comment below, let us know.
Are.
And if you want some help and advice with training and other stuff, check out Hyrox Workouts on Instagram and watch out for more videos coming on it.
Can you just tell them that this is my hair washed and it's wet?
No, it's greasy.
Keep that bit in.
It's greasy for training.
Not greasy. I washed and go because I did train this afternoon.
And that's the story you're sticking with.
Yeah.